The length of a rectangular garden is 3 meters longer than its breadth. If the perimeter of the garden is 26 meters, find the area of the garden. So here, let me draw something that looks like a rectangle to represent the garden. So the length is 3 meters longer than the breadth. So if this is the breadth, B, the length should be here. This is the length, this is also the breadth. But we're told that it's breadth plus 3. So that means if you add 3 meters to the length, you will get the breadth. And if the perimeter of the garden is 26, perimeter means you add everything around the shape. So P will be 2L plus 2B. Add L plus B plus B to give me 2L plus 2B. I know the perimeter here is 26. I can replace that. Then, and I know that the length is B plus 3. So I can replace L with B plus 3. Then plus 2B I have here. Okay, so what I've done here is just replace L with B plus 3. So 26 will be 2B if I remove the bracket. Then plus 6 plus 2B. Okay, so 26 will be, if I collect like terms, 2B plus 2B plus 6. And I have 26 equals 4B plus 6. So 26 minus 6 will be 4B. Bring this 6 to the other side. 20 equals 4B. If you divide both sides by 4, then I have 5. B equals 5. So if I know the breadth as 5, then I can determine the length. The length is B plus 3. That means the length will be 5 plus 3. So the length will be 8 meters. Now I know the length, then I can determine the area because we are told to find the area. The area will be length times breadth. So that will be 8 times 5, and that will be 40 meters squared. Okay, that's easy enough to answer. Now let's go to the third question. In the third question, we are given a diagram. This diagram is, of course, a rectangle, and we have the values, some values here that for the sides. So we have to find the values of x and y. So the fact that this is a rectangle, it means that the opposite sides must be the same. So that's basically what we want to do. So this must be equal to this, and this must be equal to this. So if you do that, we can generate some equations then. So if I equate the sides, the opposite sides, it means x plus 2, equate that to this, will be equal to 2y plus 3. So from here, I know that x minus 2y will be, bring this one here and take this to the other side, 3 minus 2, x minus 2y will be 1. Keep that equation 1. Then if I equate this and this, I'll have x plus y plus 2 equals 3x minus y. Then we have x minus 3y plus y plus y. If I move this y equals minus 2. If I move this plus 2 to the other side. Then, oh, sorry, this should be 3x. X. This x, this 3x here. So x minus 3x will be minus 2x. This is plus 2y equals minus 2. This is another equation. Then I can solve the two equations simultaneously, equation 1 and 2. So if I solve equation 1 and 2 simultaneously, I will have minus 2x minus 2y equals minus 2. Sorry, plus 2y. Okay. Now this looks easy because the coefficient of y is the same, and I have different signs, so I can just add. If I add, then I'll have x, that's plus x minus 2x. That will give me minus x. So this becomes minus 2y plus 2y will give you 0. Then that will go equals 1 plus minus 2. That will be 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. So this minus can cancel that minus. Then you have x equals 1. So x is 1. If I substitute x equals 1 into any of the equations, so substitute x equals 1 into say equation 1, I will have x minus 2y equals 1, x minus 2, y equals 1, that's the equation, and y x is 1, 1 minus 2y equals 1, then we take 1 to the other side, minus 2y equals 1 minus 1, so minus 2y equals 0, so it means that we divide both sides by minus 2, then y will be 0. So it means y is 0 and x is 1. So if y is 0 and x is 1, then I can determine the dimension of the rectangle. So based on what I have, then I can determine the dimension. X plus 2. So let me do it here quickly. I think that will be easy. So x plus 2, x is 1. So that means this will be 1 plus 2, which is 3. Then this will be 1 plus 0 plus 2. And that will be 3. And this will be 3 times 3 times 1. That 3 times 1 is 3 minus 0, that's 3. Then this 2 times 0, that's 0 plus 3, 3. The shape is actually a square because they're all the sides are equal. So I know that it is square with side 3 centimeters. That's easy now. I can determine the area. We're told to find the area, right? Yeah, the area. So I have a square of side 3, 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters. So the area will be length times length because it's the same. So the area will be 3 times 3, and that will be 9 centimeters squared. Okay, that's clear enough. Then we have another example here. When 2 is subtracted from the numerator and the denominator of a fraction, the fraction becomes 3 over 5. And when 1 is subtracted from the reciprocal of the fraction becomes 3 over 4. So what is the fraction? So what do we do here? So let the fraction be x over y. So I assume that the numerator is x and the denominator is y. Okay, so I don't know the numerator, I don't know the denominator. So the original fraction is what I want. Now, if the original fraction is x over y, when you subtract 2 from both the numerator and the denominator, you get 3 over 5, according to the question. So we have x minus 2 over y minus 2 equals 3 over 5. Okay, so if you cross multiply, you have 5 into x minus 2 equals 3 into y minus 2. So we can simplify it. So then we obtain an equation for that. 5x minus 10 equals 3y minus 6. Then you have 5x minus 3y equals minus 6 plus 10. 5x minus 3y equals 4. So you can keep that as equation 1. Okay. Then if we continue, and when 1 is subtracted from the reciprocal of the fraction, so the reciprocal of the fraction will be y over x. The reciprocal of the fraction is y over x. So if you subtract 1 from the reciprocal of the fraction, you get 3 over 4. So which means y over x minus 1 equals 3 over 4. Okay. So continue. So if you take this -1 to the other side, you have y over x equals 3 over 4 plus 1. Y over x equals, we make this the same denominator. This is 4 and 4. This is 1 over 1. So this will be 3 over 4 plus 4 over 4, which is 7 over 4. 7 over 4. So if we cross multiply from here, you will know that 4y equals 7x. So from here, y will be 7x over 4. I'll keep that as equation 2. So if I substitute equation 2 into equation 1, then I will have 5x minus 3y, 5x minus 3y equals 4, equals 4. So, and equation 2 is y equals 7x over 4. So I have to replace y with 7x over 4 equals 4. Okay? So 5x will be 5x minus, if we expand that, we remove that bracket, we have 21x over 4 equals 4. So if I multiply all through by 4 to clear off this denominator, then I will have 4 into 5x minus 4 into 21x over 4 equals 4 over 4. So this we cancel that, then we have 20x minus 21x equals 16. Then we have minus x equals 16. So if we divide by minus 1, then it means that x is minus 16. So the numerator is minus 16 of the fraction. Then what will be the denominator? We can get that because we know that y equals 7x over 4. If you replace x with minus 16, y will be 7 into minus 16 over 4. So 4 cancel that, 4. Then we have y will be minus 28. So the fraction will be, say x over y, and that will be minus 16 over minus 28. So this will cancel down. The original fraction will be 16 over 28. If we simplify it, 8 over 14, which is basically 4 over 7. Simplify, but actually 16 over 28. Okay. Now we have another question. 4 years ago, Mr. Ayer was 4 times as old as his daughter. In 10 years' time, he will be twice as old as his daughter. How old are they now? So the first thing we want to do is to represent their ages with a letter, with letters. Mr. Ayer's age, let it be, let's say P, and his daughter's age, it be Q. Let Mr. Ayer's age now be X. So his current age is X. And his daughter's age now be Y. So their current ages are X and Y. X for Mr. Ayo and Y for his daughter's age. In 10 years' time, but currently, Mr. Ayo was 4 times as old as his daughter. So if you consider that first statement, it means that X will be 4Y because it's 4 times his age, his daughter's age. So I can keep that as equation 1. In 10 years' time, so in 10 years' time, so what will be their ages? Mr. Ayo's age will be X minus, 10 years' time, X plus 10, and his daughter's age will be Y plus 10. Because in 10 years' time, you add 10 to their ages. okay? Because if they are, like for example, 10 years now, they will be 20 years. But if you are 10 years now, you will be 20 years in 10 years time. So we're told that it will be twice as old as its daughter. So which means in 10 years, it will be 2 times the age of its daughter. So which means x plus 10 will be equal to 2 into y plus 10. So x plus 10 will be 2y plus 20, means x minus 2y will be 20 minus 10. So x minus 2y will be 10. So this is equation 2. So if I substitute equation 1 into equation 2, that means I will replace x with 4y. So I'll have 4y minus 2y equals 10. So 2y will be 10. We divide both sides by 2. Y will be 5. So y is 5. Then that means Mr. Ayer's current age will be 4 times 5, which is 20. So that means Mr. Ayer is 20 years. Mr. Ayer's current age will be 4y, and that will be 4 times 5, which is 20 years. So, yeah, his daughter's current age will be is 5 years as calculated. Okay. All right, I hope that's clear enough. So that's it for the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.